All right, it appears we're live on YouTube. We'll go ahead and start with the roll. Senator Guru.
Here.
Senator Hicks.
Here.
Senator Steinmetz.
Here.
Senator Perkins.
Excused.
Acting Chairman Kinski.
Here. Thank you, Karen. I'll call the meeting to order. We have a quorum. We only have one matter for our consideration, which is House Bill 0048, Community Juvenile Services Block Grant Program. And Ms. Schmidt is here. Ms. Schmidt, perhaps you can go ahead and give us and anybody who's attending the meeting besides the committee some background on this bill. And it's short bill, which is always a virtue in legislation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. My name is Corinne Schmidt. I'm the Director of the Department of Family Services. This legislation is short. What it does is it adds language that allows us to continue operating the community juvenile service boards, or allows them to exist, subject to the availability of funds. The department made a reduction to its budget per the governor's request to reduce our budget. It is a step 2 reduction, which means the reduction has already occurred. However, in this biennium, we only reduced half so that the program could continue through the end of this fiscal year. So the contracts will expire on June 30th of 2021. And then in the next biennium, the full budget will be cut. We didn't want to see the elimination of community juvenile service boards because they can exist at the county level and at the community level. However, this just says that the department won't have to fund it if there is no money to fund it.
Thank you. Questions for Ms. Schmidt? I've got a quick one then for you, Corin. Is this the same setup that we've got in Sheridan County? I know you may not know all counties, but we have a juvenile justice board. That's what this is.
Mr. Chairman, I don't know if, I think they do receive money under the Community Juvenile Service Board program, but I think maybe the Sheridan program is a little bit more expansive than just the CJSB portion of it. But yes, it does receive money from the state.
And do you know, and thank you, do you know how many counties have one of these programs in existence? All counties or some?
Mr. Chairman, there are currently 14 funded programs throughout the state.
Okay, and then Corinne, do you know what percentage of their funding approximately comes from this block grant program?
Mr. Chairman, I don't know what proportion of funding they rely, how much they rely on this particular funding. I do know that the dollars have to be matched, so it's not 100% of the program. There are contributions that are made locally, either through direct dollars or in kind, but in regard to proportion, I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you. Anything else from Ms. Schmidt? Senator Guru.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Corin, so just help me 1 second. So what are we doing now? How are we doing this now versus what this bill does? Just the availability of funds. Right now, we're putting in a dollar amount in there, or how are we doing?
Mr. Chairman, Senator Guru, what we're just saying is that the department will continue to manage the program if there's funding. If there's no funding, then we're not required to manage the program.
Thanks.
Senator Kinski, Chairman.
Senator Hicks.
Question. So Corin, based on what you said, I just want to clarify, there will be sufficient funds to get through the remainder of this biennium, but it may be at a reduced level. Is that correct?
Mr. Chairman,
Ms. Schmidt,
Senator
please.
Hicks, there was money to get us through the first half of the biennium, the first year of the biennium. So the contracts will expire June 30th and the money will expire June 30th.
Right. Thank you.
And the reason for bringing this bill, does the department feel that the statute requires that I mean, if in theory, if appropriations just cut the funding and there was nothing left in the budget, do you read this statute to say you'd have to fund it out of other sources in your department anyway? I'm a little bit lost to understand the need for the bill.
Mr. Chairman, the shall administer, which is on line 16 of the bill, that's the language that we're struggling with, is that regardless of whether there's money appropriated or not, it says the department shall administer. So that's why the inclusion of the subject to availability of funds. So that just delineates the department's responsibility towards those programs. However, the community juvenile service boards can still exist. It just won't be through funding from the department.
All right, thank you. Anything else from Ms. Schmidt? All right, Karen, do we have anybody else from the public that would like to talk about this bill?
No, sir, we don't have any public comment.
Okay, with that, I'll close public comment and
I'll move the bill.
Bill's been moved and seconded. I don't think we need to walk through it. It's pretty straightforward. Is there any amendments? Any amendments? All right, go ahead and take the roll, please, Karen.
All right, on House Bill 48, Senator Guru,
Aye.
Senator Hicks,
Aye.
Senator Steinmetz,
Aye.
Chairman Perkins excused, Acting Chairman Kinski,
Aye.
4 ayes, 1 excused.
All right, that bill passes Senate Appropriations. There being no further business, I'll declare this meeting adjourned.
Up. Senator Chairman Kinski.
Yes, please, Senator
This
Hicks.
will be up on committee of the whole, maybe very soon this afternoon. Who is going to floor manage this bill?
Senator Steinmetz.
That's
Okay.
what I was thinking would be an excellent person to handle, Senator Kinski.
Yeah.
I appreciate you volunteering, Senator Steinmetz.
I can't think of any better senator to be taking services away from young people.
Okay.
None of this is very fun, but we've got a great appropriations committee and I appreciate everybody pitching in.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. That was the only item of business that I had.
And then I'm going to give you a call in a minute, Senator Hicks. I'd like to catch up on some business.
All right.
All right, meeting adjourned.